where do you go in regards to just that? Do you start off with a melody? Is it a thought? You know what I'm saying? Is it just like, oh man, so-and-so made this song, so I kind of want to go around with this stage? Like where do you go to get your inspiration to write?
Actually, man, it's a quote, and it says, creativity is seeing what other people see, but thinking what no one's ever thought, by Albert Einstein. And that's really where I go in. You see what I'm saying? Because, right now, to tell a story, say if I did write a song about your story, everybody could see what happened, but I need to tell it in a way that nobody's ever heard it. So that's where I come into, like, if I hear a beat, I'm like, okay, right, I do want to talk about this type of thing, but how do I make it to where I can say love in one word besides three? You see what I'm saying? So if I always challenge myself and beat myself like that, I feel like creatively, I'm always gonna be.
Right.
Another thing is, when like you play with like the vowels, that's another thing I think of when I'm writing. A, E, I, O, you, yeah, and sometimes Y. Yeah. Exactly. So even with that, that's just the melody of, what we like to hear. You see what I'm saying? That's the vowels. So when you go in and you write and keep them intact, you see what I'm saying? Because soon as it registers, it's just scientifically.
You're going to tap in.
Yeah, of course. So that's what I kind of do, kind of get like the science of it before anything now.
So to that, where did you draw inspiration from for your sound? Growing up, Detroit, this was 8 miles, 7 miles, I don't know how many miles.
Right.
But it was the Eminems,
right.
It was the D12s, it was these, hardcore lyricists that was just da-da-da, bo-da-boop, hoo-da-doo-da. But you presented it in more of a melody, a singing approach.
Right.
What was some singers who has morphed your way of becoming Armand?
Well, before it was the rap thing, it was Motown. So it was a lot of R&B cats back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like what kind of helped me out, to be honest with you, man, was I went to a performing arts school. You see what I'm saying? It was, I don't know why, bro. I was bad, though. It was actually not Mario. It was called Winans Academy. It was Marvin Winans School. So when I went there, that's when I kind of, it was 8th grade, 8th grade. Then I got kicked out 8th grade. But I was singing. You see what I'm saying? Like I was singing in there. And I remember being in a singing class, and I just was like, hearing the different instruments. I was trying to do different things then. I was playing the piano. I was playing man, I just loved the music. But I feel like I had to go to that school just to see.
Right.
Because I started playing basketball. I got into sports. But when I kind of went to that school, it was a performing arts school.
It gave you exposure.
Yeah. It really exposed me to different kids that was doing it for real. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I'm a person, bruh. If I could, I would love to play the guitar, like the acoustic melody.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's just, man, that's player too. Like, baby, let me just, let me just play your song. Like that John Mayer type, you know what I mean?
That piano do it for you though,
But
man.
the piano too, I was getting it at that piano, but I don't got the choreography with my fingers to just be looking over here.
The guitar harder, bro.
But it's just, in my mind, it's just 4 strings.
Right.
5 strings, I'm not sure.
It's like 5.
So
6.
Sorry. That tells you how much I don't know. I'm playing, but I'm like, damn, bro. And I can't sing, but I know, like my dad said, you don't gotta be a damn sous chef to be labeled a cook, but you know when food tastes good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, bro, it's like if somebody can sing, it's like we all see it, in a sporting event. Somebody sing the national anthem, and it's a little thing when somebody, oh, hey. Like, oh, man.
That's what I say. You got to make sure you practicing.
You better go. You better get it right. And you'll say to yourself, you look around like, oh, this ain't it.
Hey, man, can I tell you a story just real quick?
Talk to me.
So last year, bro, on Valentine's Day, I sung the national anthem at the Warrior Clippers game. Mm-hmm. And, bro, when I tell you it was a certain key I had to start on, I got up there and started higher. It's stuff like that, bro. But see, it's looking like, okay, but bro, that high, we was already hitting high notes. So I want you to go look it up. It sound good, you feel what I'm saying? But it was so like, bro, I'm like, yo, I can't crack up here. It's the national anthem.
We're in front of people.
We in front of this place. And bro, and I started higher. Soon as I said, oh, I'm like, oh wow, I'm high. Yeah, like I'm too high.
I can't keep it up.
Yeah, like I'm like, yo, can I keep it up for like this long?
Every man has that same realization in the bedroom. It's like, oh, can I keep it up? Lord Jesus. Boy, but that's a different type of feeling though. Like you in front of people, bro.
Yeah.
And just to like the voice therapy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I'll tell you this. I remember Tyrese came to my cigar lounge and everybody was like, bro, what in the hell is wrong with Tyrese? Like, he on some weird shit. I'm like, what's going on? He said he will not leave the humidor. I said, but why though? Right? So for him, it was like, bro, it's too much smoke. Mm-hmm. And I got a performance. Yeah, I think it was like 2 days from that specific one. Yeah. And it'll affect my sound. So the humidor is the most driest place for us. It's like dry air. And he was like, bro, I just got to stay here. Mm-hmm. And I just thought about it. I ain't never really thought about shit like that. I was like, boy, if you don't drink your ass some green tea and figure it out. But what's that approach like?
Man, I was just on set and they was letting the smoke out. Mm-hmm. In the middle of my performance, my vocals stopped. Literally like a train. Yeah. Like in the middle of me singing, I said, ugh. I'm like, yo, y'all have to stop the smoke. You see what I'm saying? Because if it was all water, nah, man, nah, you good. Nah, you all good. I'm just
sure?
saying, yeah, I was in the middle of like doing a live performance. So they had.
It's kind of like a live performance.
No, but see, it ain't.
Yeah.
And they had the smoke coming crazy, bro. And like, I'm telling you, it was like my vocal cords was, like it shocked my vocal cord.
How do you, I don't know, shit, I just go run around the track a long time, to build my stamina. How do you gain those muscles or what are the signs of that? And what's the, kind of, not necessarily the prognosis, but what's the way to prevent that from happening?
To prevent your vocal cords from doing that?
Or just any, you got strep throat, you got...
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
It's so much. And I could only imagine what an Adele goes through. I can only imagine what a Rihanna, a Beyonce, like John Legend, like these folks who really sing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's the preventative measures that you have to go about it, with that?
What Tyrese was doing, like if he say it's a lot of smoke, either you could sit there with the humidifier on, or you can go somewhere, where you know that the air is dry, where it's not. Mm-hmm. Because one thing about a singer, being that, like even right now with me talking like this, I'm kind of utilizing my vocal cords a little bit more than yours because I sing. You see what I'm saying?
Make it make sense though.
So my vocal cords is at a constant rotation of moving. Like I just went to the vocal doctor yesterday. Wow. You see what I'm saying? So, and I actually seen that whenever, like even when I talk with my lower
baritone.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's forever gonna constantly move because now your vocal cords are trained. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? In a way where something wrong with mine and now only the top of my vocal cords are moving. You see what I'm saying?
Wow. I ain't.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Like, yeah, damn, man, like it's crazy.
You never think about it, but it's that's happening, that's working in simultaneous functions that. Damn, that's
crazy. Yeah, for real, man. Because I actually was looking at my vocal cords why he had, you know, the microscope down my nose, and he was like, okay, now you see, you go up. I was seeing that the bottom, you know.
That sound coming from somewhere.
Exactly. But see, your vocal cord supposed to be here. You see what I'm saying? Like, our minds is like, due to like excessive, you know,
Use.
like, yeah. And if you scream right now, it's not probably going to do what my voice would do if I said, ah. You see what I'm saying? Like, being that I'm utilizing it so much. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna put it like this. Your muscles and your wherever, you can go on a football field and probably won't be as sore.
Correct.
As me just going out there and now I'm waking up like, oh my God. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like my
but
arm
I go
finna
and say,
fall off.
oh, now
Yeah.
I'm high.